Hey friends, welcome to the Singapore Market Digest for May 29th, 2025. I'm Iggy from the Investing Iguana, and today we're diving into what's been happening on the SGX. What an interesting day it's been for Singapore stocks. We're seeing some positive momentum in the market today, with several key companies making significant announcements that are worth your attention as retail investors. Let's start with CapitaLand Ascendas REIT, one of Singapore's largest industrial REITs. This company focuses on business parks, logistics facilities, and data centers across the Asia-Pacific region. CapitaLand just completed an impressive fundraising exercise, raising 500 million Singapore dollars through a private placement. They issued over 200 million new units at $2.47 each. This represents about a 5% discount to recent trading prices, which is pretty standard for institutional fundraising. What really stands out is that this placement was oversubscribed by more than 4 times, showing strong institutional demand for quality industrial real estate exposure. Moving on to Cetrium, Singapore's major offshore marine engineering company. This company emerged from the merger of Sembcorp Marine and Keppel's offshore marine business, creating a powerhouse in the sector. Cetrium just updated the market on their order book, and the numbers are quite impressive. They're sitting on over 21 billion Singapore dollars worth of projects as of March, spread across 26 different contracts with deliveries extending all the way to 2031. What's particularly exciting is that over $7 billion of this backlog comes from renewable and clean energy projects. That's roughly 1/3 of the total order book focused on the energy transition, which positions them well for the future growth in green infrastructure. Next up is Sembcorp Industries, a major utility and renewable energy player. Their wholly owned renewables subsidiary, Sembcorp Green Infra, just secured another significant project in India. This is a solar energy storage hybrid project that represents the cutting edge of renewable technology. The project will supply solar power during peak sunlight hours and then use a 300 megawatt-hour battery energy storage system to support electricity demand for 4 hours daily. This kind of hybrid setup is becoming increasingly important because it addresses the intermittency challenges that have traditionally limited solar and wind power adoption. Sembcorp has been aggressively expanding their renewable energy footprint across Asia, and contracts like this demonstrate their ability to win meaningful projects in competitive markets. Finally, let's look at MM2 Asia, a media company that's making strategic moves to optimize their portfolio. MM2 has entered into an agreement to sell part of their stake in subsidiary Vivid3 Holdings to private equity fund Hildrix Asia Growth Fund. The transaction is worth 1.7 million Singapore dollars and will reduce MM2's ownership in Vivid3 from about 30% to just under 9%. For a smaller company like MM2, this disposal could provide additional cash flow and allow management to focus resources on their core media operations. Looking at the broader market context, today's movements reflect several underlying trends in the Singapore economy. The strong demand for Claire's fundraising shows continued investor appetite for quality real estate investment trusts, particularly those with exposure to industrial and logistics properties. The data center and logistics sectors have been benefiting from ongoing digitalization trends and e-commerce growth across Asia. Cetrium's substantial order book, particularly the green energy component, highlights Singapore's positioning in the global energy transition. As countries across Asia commit to net zero targets, companies like Cetrium that can deliver renewable energy infrastructure are likely to see continued demand for their services. Sembcorp's latest project win in India reinforces the company's strategy of expanding their renewable energy presence in high-growth Asian markets. India represents one of the world's largest opportunities for renewable energy development, given the country's ambitious clean energy targets and growing electricity demand. The diversity of today's corporate news, from REITs to marine engineering to media companies, showcases the breadth of opportunities available to investors on the Singapore Exchange. Each of these companies represents different aspects of Singapore's economy and different investment themes, whether it's steady income generation, exposure to the energy transition, or media and entertainment. For retail investors, these developments highlight the importance of staying informed about corporate actions and industry trends. Whether you're interested in dividend-paying REITs, growth stories in renewable energy, or smaller companies making strategic pivots, the Singapore market continues to offer a range of investment opportunities across different sectors and risk profiles. That's the scoop for today's Singapore Market Digest. Remember to always do your own research and consider your risk tolerance before making any investment decisions. This is Iggy from the Investing Iguana, signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next market update.